Let's talk about successful Amazon listings. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what you need to focus on to make a highly converting Amazon listing. Today, I'm gonna show you examples of my brand, another 7-figure brand, an 8-figure brand, and a 9-figure brand. We're gonna go through a checklist, starting with the most important stuff at the top. Please pull that up so that you can have the resources that accompany this video. I want you to go through that checklist and make sure everything is taken care of on your listing. I need you to understand something about buying behavior on Amazon. When someone goes to your listing, they're going to look at maybe 1 or 2 or 3 images. They're gonna look at the title, and they're gonna scroll down. They're gonna take a look at some of this A+ content, kind of scan it, take a look at it. They'll move down to the reviews. They'll see if there's anything crazy that they should pay attention to or look at, and then they're gonna scroll back up, maybe read some of these bullet points, and then they're gonna make a buying decision and either add it to their cart or bounce. Your job is to convince them to make a purchase during that process. Before we get started, let me introduce you to the brands. The first one is Scorch Marker. This is my product, Maker's Magic. We sell craft supplies. This is Mayor's brand. He's in our community. Really cool business. This is Jason's brand. I know him personally, and I know what kind of work he's put into this listing. Next, we have Happy Nuts. They get it. They're an excellent example of how to build a proper Amazon listing. And last but not least, we have Logan's company, Physician's Choice. This brand does just shy of $400 million a year in sales on Amazon. Just Amazon. Let's go through some best practices. The first and most important thing for your Amazon listing is a crisp, clean main image. Now the main image has some requirements. It's gotta be at least 2000 by 2000 pixels. The product must be shown outside of its packaging, and it must have a white background. You can do this on Canva, you can take a photo of it, you can pay someone on Fiverr to remove the background for you. The main image is key, and you must follow Amazon's guidelines. Otherwise, they will suspend your listing. What you'll notice here for Maker's Magic is that it's not a picture. In fact, Life Sutra is not a picture. Neither is Element 26, neither is Happy Nuts, neither is Physician's Choice. These are all renders. They've paid someone to design this product in a computer and then export the image. It looks better. It's cleaner. It's more bright. There's no reflections and weird stuff that happens when you take photos of shiny things. Do yourself a favor. Go to someone on Fiverr, pay for a render. You'll have a much cleaner image. And the cleanliness of that image speaks to the intention and the feel and the vibe of your brand. Now, on the subject of pictures, you'll see that there are really like 6 places where we can show images on our Amazon listing. The 7th slot is reserved for videos. We'll get to that in a moment. The first image must be an image of your product on the white background. But the other 5 images, you can do whatever you want. So how do we break them down and what do we focus on? Well, the second image that I like to have is at least one that shows the product in use. What's the end state of the user? What are they going to be using the product on? How is that person going to be feeling? What's it for? The other 4 images, I really like to focus on infographics. I'll give you an example. Maker's Magic has a compare and contrast. We have what it works on. We'll show you the product in use, making an ornament. We'll show some unique selling proposition, and then we'll go down here to another infographic. All of these help sell our product. Let's talk about the videos really quick. That's important. If you take a look at Maker's Magic, you'll see I've got the product in use, I've got customer testimonials, and I've got origin story video right here in the A+ content so people can learn more about us and identify with us as humans. Element 26 does the same thing. They've got a bunch of videos of their product in use by people you would identify with. People just like you. Happy Nuts has 7 videos on here. Stuff in the lab with the guys in the product development team, people giving testimonials, talking about the discomfort and the comfort that they receive from the product, and Physician's Choice does the same thing. They've got a bunch of videos, both from the brand and from customers. Videos are key. So, what videos should you include? There's 3 main videos to focus on. The first is your product in use. Show us what it's like when you're using the product, please. I want to see it, I want to know. Second, an unboxing. What comes in the box? What's it look like? Are there accessories that are included with it? Is it just a standalone thing? Like, show me what it looks like when I get the product and I open it up. I'm dying to know. Third, Brand story. Give us an idea of why you've created this product. Who are you? Why does this product exist? What problem are you trying to solve? Give me someone to identify with and get to know and relate to. If you're feeling froggy, include a customer testimonial as well. Now, these unboxing videos, they can be done by customers. These product use videos, they can be done by creators or influencers. It doesn't have to be you, but I would highly recommend that you do it because no one's going to care more than yourself. These videos and these pictures are the most important part of your listing. The second most important part is your title. So let's take a look. These titles are keyword optimized. I guarantee you that Physician's Choice has spent thousands of dollars researching the keywords to use in the title. Happy Nuts has done the same thing. Notice how everyone starts with the brand name first except for element 26. They all start with the brand name, and then they go into a description of the product itself based on keyword research. So what does keyword research mean? It means that you use tools like Helium 10 or Jungle Scout and you look at the search data in Amazon. Search data is right here. When people type this stuff in, probiotic aluminum free. Oh, look at that. Aluminum-free probiotics popped up. Those tools will tell you what people are searching for and what they're clicking on and how many searches are happening per month. You want to figure out what words are searched the most that are the most applicable to your product. When it comes to Maker's Magic, I know that people are looking for an all-purpose glue. They're also looking for a water-based decoupage, sealer, a glue, and a finish for their crafts and DIY art projects. They want something that cures quickly and dries quickly. They want gloss and they want to know how much is in there. That's why we've titled it this way. Look at this. Self-locking weight belt. Premium for serious functional fitness. He's choosing his customer and he selected the keywords that best represent his target customer. Same with Happy Nuts. Comfort cream deodorant for men. Anti-chafing and sweat defense, odor control, aluminum free, like they tell you how much is in each one and how many you get. Put in the work on the title. It's very important. It's oftentimes one of the only things the customer will see, the title and an image of the product. If you need help doing keyword research, I have team members that would be more than happy to help you. Just please reach out. Otherwise, I think you got this. You know your product better than any of us. You know what to do. The next thing we want to focus on is the bullets. This right here, the body of the listing. Now, not everybody reads this stuff, but if they do, you want to make sure that it gets the message across properly. You want to make sure that it sells your product. So how do we do it? Well, we start with very simple words, very simple, unique selling propositions or USPs or features about the product, and then we elaborate on it. When you write on Amazon, keep it at a 4th grade reading level or less. You can easily check the reading level by copy pasting the text into Hemingway. It will give you a rating and tell you what grade level you're writing at. Most people read at a 4th grade level or less, so keep it simple. This is also another opportunity for you to include any of those keywords that you found when researching for the title in the body. Maybe it wasn't searched enough to be in the title, but it's definitely searched enough to be in the body. Put the keywords in here. So we'll basically take a list of keywords, a list of unique selling propositions and features about your product, and we're going to combine them here. Let's look at another example. Weight belts. I love how they use the green check marks. It really draws my attention. Competition approved. Great. That's what serious weightlifters want to know. When it comes to Life Sutra, developed by a psychologist, and then they expand on it. Emotional connection, and they expand on it. Maker's Magic. We talk about the cure time. Any surface and material. No brushstrokes, bubbles, or running. The quality. Water-based. Physician's Choice does the same thing. Include keywords, write at a 4th grade or less reading level, and sell your product as a solution to the problem your customer has. Next, we're going to talk about A+ content. This is A+ content right here. You can't get access to A+ content unless you are brand registered, which means you need a patent or trademark. Whether it's in the US or anywhere else in the world, it will work, but focus on getting that so you can have A+ content available to you. Once your A+ content is good enough, you can get access to enhanced brand content, which is what Happy Nuts has. All of this is enhanced brand content, like these little sliders and extra images and comparison and contrast stuff. It's all there. We have the same thing for Scorch Marker on Maker's Magic because we've been doing it long enough, we've had access to enhanced brand content. Regardless, I want you to focus on A+ content. If you don't have access to it, start the process so you can get access. It makes a huge difference. Listings that don't have it don't do as well. Let's look at Physician's Choice A+ content. Look at this. It's great. Gives you all the information that you need. Real simple images that sell the product and make you feel like you're buying from a brand. Happy Nuts is my favorite so far out of all the A+ content and enhanced brand content. I really like his. Let's see what kind of video he has. A video from the founders talking about it. The stuff works. Let's talk about pricing. Every 5 or 0 is another psychological price barrier. For example, $20, $25, $30, $35. Those are all psychological price barriers. So what you'll find is that most people price their item just under. For example, Maker's Magic is $19.99. Just under $20. Life Sutra, $24.99, just under $25. Element 26, $34.97, just under $35. Look at Physician's Choice, $19.77. Now, I've experimented with this, and a couple months ago, we bumped the price of Maker's Magic up to $22.99. Our conversion rate dropped and our sales dropped. We broke a psychological price barrier. What we should have done is bump that price up to $24.99. We needed to move up to the next psychological price barrier. We didn't. And our conversion rate dropped and our sales dropped. It was not good. So we set it back to $19.99. But these are the tests that you need to do to figure out where you can make the most money. Sometimes by increasing your price, you'll make way more money and it will be a higher perceived value because of the price that you're charging for the product. So please don't be shy when it comes to pricing. But when you do price your products, be certain that you are just below one of those psychological price barriers, either a 0 or a 5. Let's talk about reviews. The most important reviews are your first 30. We must get to 30 verified purchases. So how do we do that? Well, there's a couple different ways. The first is the Vine program, and I want to talk about that really quick because there are pros and cons to it. The Vine program is within Amazon. You pay them a few $100s and you are allowed to send the product out to 30 Vine reviewers. These are people that review all kinds of Amazon products. They'll get your product and they are required to leave it a review. Here's what's good about that. It can get you to your initial 30 reviews like that. It will help you get there so that you can unlock the rest of your potential on Amazon. However, you don't get to choose who you send this product to. For example, I have crafting supplies. Anyone on Vine can be a Vine reviewer. Unfortunately, I sent it out to people that aren't crafters. And because they aren't crafters, they don't understand it, they don't use it properly, and they didn't give it a great review. Or other Vine reviewers I've sent it to. Great product, love it, works really awesome, 3 stars. What the f***? If it's really awesome and it's great, why'd you give it 3 stars? If you're gonna give it 3 stars, at least tell me what's wrong with it so I can fix it. That's the problem with Vine reviews. You are playing a delicate game. Especially if your product is expensive. Especially if you are in a niche that's not commonly understood. Let's say we're not using it. Well, what do we do instead? How do we get reviews for our product? It's very important that we abide by Amazon's terms of service. We do not want to break that because if they do, they can take down your listing and remove you from Amazon's platform. So definitely don't violate their terms of service. What's a violation? Soliciting reviews for free product or money. You can't do it. You just can't do it. You can't ask, you can't communicate about it, you just can't do it. And if they find out about it, they will kick you off. The owner of this brand is no longer allowed to leave Amazon reviews because he got caught soliciting reviews when he started on Amazon. So he's no longer allowed to do that or even request reviews from the people that have purchased his product. So please don't do anything gray or black hat here. It's just not worth it. So how do we get reviews then? The good old-fashioned way. We've got to ask our friends and family. We ask our colleagues. We ask other people that may be willing to purchase our product. You can do that in our membership. Come to our call on Thursday and raise your hand and say, I need help getting reviews. Like, I'll buy your product. My desk is filled with products of our members because I know how hard it is to get reviews. One of the things that I can do is I can buy your product and leave you a video review. So that's the first place I would start is friends and family and anyone that you know, please buy the product, search for it on Amazon, buy it. After a couple of weeks, leave it a review. You just keep that going. Now, you can reach out to your customers on email and tell them that you would love an honest review. Just be very careful about it. The other method is by requesting reviews from people who have purchased the product, because not everybody leaves a review, only a small percentage. There's a section in Seller Central where you can request reviews from customers who have purchased from you. You have to find it, select the button, and then request review. You typically want to do that a few weeks after they've purchased the product. And this will help incentivize people to leave reviews. There's no like special sauce or anything in there that you can say. It's just simply a button you click and Amazon's automated messaging will say, hey, leave a review. And those are the main ways. It is a constant, challenging, difficult effort, but it is absolutely worth it and crucial to the survival of your listing. It's got to be done. We've got to have the reviews. While we're on the subject of reviews, let's talk about what to do about the 1-star reviews. I need you to read them. I need you to understand why they left you a 1-star, a 2-star, or a 3-star review. Read them all. I do. Your customers are literally telling you how your product can be better. Each time you get another run from the manufacturer, try to fix something. We do. All of the 1-star reviews we've gotten on Maker's Magic, I have fixed. I've altered the chemistry, I've altered the bottle, I've added things in there to change the way that it smells because that was a 1-star review. I've done everything that I can to fix it. I know that if I continue to iterate, I can continue to make the product better and I can continue to serve my customer. They're literally telling me what I need to fix in order for this to be a banger of a product. Pay attention. Read the 1-stars. Own them. Fix them. It's a long process. It's not easy and it definitely doesn't feel good. But it's how you be successful long term. And that's what we're trying to do here. The next thing is the small business certification. So if you scroll down on Maker's Magic, you'll see right here, small business. I filled out a form within Amazon to certify us as a small business. They wanted to know my annual income and a few other things about the business. It cost about $75 to get the certification, but once I got it, I was able to upload it, and now we are a certified small business. Pretty awesome, right? It's just another tool that you can use to help people make a buying decision. LifeSutra is the same. They have a small business, but they also have transparency. Transparency is a QR code sticker that you can put on the bottom of your package so that when it's scanned, you can prove that it's the real product. This is great for people that have a lot of knockoffs or competition, such as makeup and handbags and apparel. The transparency program can not only get you shown to more people and vet you as an Amazon seller, as the original, but it can be a great way to protect the integrity of your brand. It's a little expensive, it's a little tedious, it's a lot of work involved in the transparency program, so I would put that at the bottom of your list, but it's just another one of those methods. The next thing I want to talk about is fully completing and building out the back end of your Amazon. When you're setting up your product on Amazon, there's a ton of fields that you need to fill out. There's a ton of stuff that you have to put in detailed information. Fill out everything. I mean, if it doesn't apply and your product doesn't have batteries, like obviously don't fill that out. But the color, the weight, the dimensions, the materials, all of it. Do your best. Fill everything out. Amazon looks at this stuff. They have an algorithm that will tell them how complete and how robust your listing is. Make sure it is as complete as possible. Next, we're going to talk about brand registry. Brand registry is a way for you to prove to Amazon that you are the owner of your brand. It typically comes in the form of a trademark or a patent. You can have a patent or trademark in any country. If you do, you can submit it to Amazon and they will give you the brand registry certification. Once you have access to brand registry, it will give you the opportunity to take advantage of other Amazon stuff that most sellers can't. For example, you can have Amazon enforce your trademarks and your patents. You can get access to A+ content and eventually enhance brand content. You can get access to putting videos on your page and a lot of other benefits. You can get a trademark or a patent outside of Amazon and submit it, or you can do it directly with Amazon. They've got an entire program and attorneys and professionals that you can work with to get this done. Please do this. It will unlock a lot for you, especially if you're focusing on Amazon. It's a really big deal. Get the brand registry done. The last thing I want to talk about is the Amazon storefront. We look at Physician's Choice and click on this right here. You'll see that they have an entire storefront. And this is all their products broken down and shared with you so you can choose which one you want to buy from them. It's kind of like a website, to be honest with you. Scorchmarker has one as well. You can visit the Scorchmarker store and you can see all of the stuff we've put together. It's kind of cool, right? This is a great way for people to shop all of our products based on brand and learn a little bit more about us, especially when it comes to choosing products. We've got all kinds of videos and explainers to really help sell our stuff. Element 26 has their own store as well. You can see they've got it broken down by new gear, weightlifting, all kinds of stuff. In my opinion, these are the steps that you must follow in order to have the best possible Amazon listing. Start with the stuff we talked about in the beginning and then work your way down this checklist. Just start checking boxes off. Make sure it's all handled. Now, if you need people to help you on this stuff, to build your listing, to do the graphics, the A+ content, help you take the pictures, I've got them all in the resources inside our membership. So please poke around in there and find the people because they're great. I use them. If you don't have access to our membership, highly suggest checking it out. It's an awesome group, all centered around ecom. We meet every Thursday. We have great relationships. We're building friendships. It's a really special place. You get access to me, my team, and everyone else that we've gathered in this tight-knit community of business owners. For example, last week we did an Amazon audit. One of our members just launched this product, a premium mushroom blend. Not only did we support him and buy his product to leave him reviews, but we also audited his listing, his pictures, his copy, his bullet points, and we talked through what improvements could be made. We do the same thing in Operator Academy when we're doing the Amazon lecture. So if this is something you're serious about, and if you're not part of the membership, you can get your butt in there. The place is awesome. That said, make sure you download the checklist that's under this video so you can make sure you're following Amazon's best practices. If there's anything I miss or stuff you need specific help on, make sure you post in the discussions or come to the Thursday call. I've got your back on this stuff. You have what it takes, and we're here to support you.